We live in curious times indeed, which by now kind of goes without saying. And we have had to get used to all sorts of utter nonsense on the political front, notably from the Tory Brexiters. However, that does not prevent some of the more bizarre manifestations of these times from generating a degree of astonishment. Specifically, it was fascinating and demoralising to watch Sterling's reaction to the ebb and flow of the various opinion polls ahead of the general election. The pound has tended in recent weeks to rise on the back of poll results indicating a clear majority for the Conservatives under Boris Johnson. In contrast, polls pointing to a tighter result have dampened the pound, as has been seen at certain points this week. Financial market players' enthusiasm for a Conservative victory might be something of a historical fact, but, in the current set of circumstances, it is surely nothing short of remarkable. After all, the Tories have presided over an extraordinary economic shambles for nearly a decade now. Their savage austerity program, as well as damaging society, has choked off economic growth, taking large amounts of money from millions of people on low incomes who have to spend all that they have to live. That these ill-judged and morally repugnant measures would bear down on growth was always a matter of simple economic arithmetic, taking away from aggregate consumer demand. Sadly, the Tories either could not or chose not to grasp this simple arithmetic. Not only that, but the Conservatives have turned a grim situation brought about by their huge and protracted austerity era into a total circus as they have managed to bring UK economic growth shuddering to a complete halt with their Brexit odyssey. The Tories have triggered much dismay in the business community over Brexit. Business investment has been hammered by the uncertainty that has ensued in the wake of the summer 2016 referendum on European Union membership that former Prime Minister David Cameron should never have staged in the first place. The scale of the Tory-induced economic calamity might be viewed by some as all the more remarkable given that the Conservatives have traditionally been regarded as the party of business. Then again, the Tories have form when it comes to making a right mess of the economy. Remember the Thatcher and Lawson boom and bust? It is interesting to observe the pound was, not so long ago, climbing when the cross-party campaign by politicians to stop Mr. Johnson achieving Brexit no matter what by October 31 was bearing fruit. Sterling was, at that time, coming under pressure when there were developments that heightened fears that Mr. Johnson might propel the UK economy toward a no-deal Brexit. Sterling, even at $1.31 or so, is way adrift of near $1.50 levels at which it traded on June 23, 2016. Ahead of the For more on this story, visit the news article link.